Morning. Morning. Coffee acquired. Now my day can start. Cutting it close, eh? Just like it. Yeah, let's see. Where am I? There I am. Okay, and let's somehow get straight into coding. Oh, okay, no, this is not the right page. I need this one. Okay, let's see. I'm still working on this progression system, right? So let's just start that right there. And then let's see if there's anything new on this one. So UI for leveling up. I think I kind of did that. I'm gonna tick that. So the progression manager is kind of working. We need an enemy progression manager. Well, that's at least what we were doing yesterday, and I need to fix all enemies to use the scriptable objects and not hard coded, right? That's kind of a problem. We realized it was kind of still in there yesterday because I was lazy. Okay. Yeah, let's get into it. There's probably more stuff that I need to write down there, but anyway. Okay, let's see. What were we doing last time? Yeah, I think I was just coding the... You know what? Before we go on with any code, let's play the game first, right? Let's play the game first. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Chicken Night Rob. Okay. Yeah, let's go with the wizard for today. Our ugliest character. Get some lizard kills out of my system before we get going with the actual code. This is going to be the last time it's going to be this easy. Because after we're done with the enemy progression system, they're all going to be... I don't even think about it. They're going to be well, they're going to get stronger as well, right? So, attack speed, can we realize that's the most broken thing? Or is it... No, it's movement speed. Movement speed's most broken. Ooh, the wizard's having a bad time now. Just can't keep up. Die. Okay, Mr. Wizard. Can I get you some movement speed, maybe? Let's go. That feels a bit better. Okay. More movement speed. I also need to get this timer working, so I can't just, upgrade myself whenever I feel like it, hey? Oopsie. Okay, more movement speed. Okay, I think we're at that point now. Yeah, I can outrun them. Now that I'm faster, it's way easier to get them all into the position I want. Whoopsie. Let's get them on a nice pile. There we go. I wonder if I should make death sounds. Make them scream when they die. I should probably do that. That would be funny. Okay, let's get the chicken to finish this off. There we go. Let's get rid of all these bombers. One more to go. Let's ask the ranger to do the honors. Oh, I missed. I missed again. Nah, man. Okay. It's still early, right? Okay, cool. Got that out of my system. Now I'm ready to code. Let's see. So I was busy working on... Oh, yes, this timer. Yes, okay, I remember now. I made this timer so that it doesn't waste the game manager's time, right? Okay, great. So currently, let's see what's going to happen. So we're going to update stats every couple of minutes. So 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I said I should probably make this editable. Yeah, so let's do that quickly, just so that it's not... Oh, wait, no. Okay, so we just want this to be an integer, I believe. Private int. Yeah. Okay, private int. What do we call this? Wave time. I don't know. Let's call it enemy update or enemy power up. Time 1. And I can just make it 1 for now. So I'll make it, you know, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's just do it like this for now. I'm thinking maybe it's also not a bad idea. So let's just make it 1, 2, and 3 for now. And the reason is I'm not going to play 10 minutes every time I want to test this. Do I even want to play 3 minutes every time I test this? Maybe not. Okay, but for now, let's just see. Okay, so we'll do enemy power up timer or power up time 1. And I might change the way this works, but for now, this is fine. Whoops. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and let's make it every 30 seconds. Let's make a wave 30 seconds, I think. Yeah. Okay, we can make this greater equal to. Since we're only checking the time every 5 seconds, you know, we might end up being equal to 30. Nah, we're not going to be equal to 30 ever. We'll probably end up like 29.999998. So let's make it 29 seconds. Nah, I'm probably overthinking this. Just make it 30, it's fine. It'll be close enough, right? Okay, so now we have that. We can have it here, and I can update this in the inspector. Okay, we also are updating the small melee enemy. So let's just do this for the ranged bomber enemy. Okay, now we need to think about how... Okay, he starts with 5 damage, so increasing his damage by 1 It's not as impactful. Let's just make it 2. Health 5, that's fine. Movement speed 1.5. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Okay, and then health 10. So they all stay relatively chunky. And I think damage at the end must be like 10. So he goes from 5 to... It's going to have to be a round number. Yeah, so he goes 5 to 7 to 10 to 20 damage. So they get super powerful at the end. And the idea would be... Okay, it's not going to happen in 1.5 minutes, right? These waves are not going to be that short. Or maybe they are. Honestly, I don't know yet. Maybe they should be short. Who knows? I think that's where playtesting and stuff like that is really important. Okay. Now I need to go fix the enemy so they actually use the stats. Because they currently don't care what the stats are. Okay. So for the ranged bomber enemy, let's go. So it's not going to be in the animator, I'm sure. Attack trigger sphere. So which one is this now? The attack. Doesn't seem to be there either. It manages empty. That's probably bad. I should have been using that for something. Okay, this is the movement script. This should have something that looks like movement speed. Oh, yes. It does. It does. So what it has is... Okay. So let's do this. It has the nav agent, right? So we can do serialized field, private, ranged, or we'll call this enemy stats SO. Right, this guy over here, and this will be the ranged bomber enemy stats SO. Okay, and a couple of things need to happen. So do we do this on update or just on awake? So the idea would be that when the power up happens, do existing characters become stronger or only the new ones? I think only the new ones, the ones that spawn. So on start then, what we can do is we can say, we can create a movement speed. Let's say move. Do we have to do that? Yeah, if I want to set it at start, I should, because otherwise what it's gonna do, I could do that for the... Okay, it doesn't matter so much for the nav mesh agent. But over here, this is the reverse speed there when they try to kite you, right? And I want that to be faster as well. So yeah, so let's just make a private float move speed, right? And then at start we say move speed equals RBE stats dot enemy movement speed. There we go. Okay, and then over here we multiply our reverse, our kiting by move speed. Whoopsie. Speed. Come on. Oh, jeez. Move speed over 2. So effectively, he moves at half the speed that he would have if he's running forward. And what we can also do is we can say I think we can say this, but if we do agent dot, is it velocity? Oh, that's a vector. Okay, wait, what is there another property that I can use here? So let's just check. Nav mesh agent speed. Okay, that is speed. So not velocity. Let's see, speed equals movement speed. There we go. So at the start, it will reset the movement speed to whatever is in the stats scriptable object. Okay, so that makes speed work. Now let's see. I think in this state machine, it checks health, which is bad. Yeah. Yep, here's the health. That doesn't seem great. Oh well. Serialized field. Let's actually just copy it from the previous script, so I don't have to. Okay, so we're just gonna do this for the state machine. Okay, we have the enemy stats. That's good. And then on start, and this would be as simple as doing this. Health equals RBE stats dot enemy health. There we go. I think, right? This is how I did the enemy progression. Yeah, we are changing enemy health. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that works. Okay, now the last thing, let's see, is it in attack? I don't think it's in attack. So the last thing, this will probably be the damage. And I'm thinking that's in... Oh, geez. It's in this thing, bomb manager. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just change my view here a little bit. I needed to do some things before I actually started that I never did. Okay. So I think the bomb manager determines how much damage I do. Yeah, apply hit 5. There we go. So we should have a private int bomb damage, and we use this instead. And I suppose we can just plug in the I can just plug in the scriptable object again. I'm not a fan of what I'm doing right now, but okay, it's fine. Okay, so bomb damage equals RBE dot enemy damage. There we go. Okay, so at least that should work for the ranged bomber enemy. I need to refactor some code, I'm telling you now. But anyway, this is gonna work, at least. What else did I need to do? Oh yeah, now I need to go into Unity itself. And I need to go find... At some point, I clicked a button that said expand all, I think. Okay, so right here, we need to find all our scriptable objects now. And let's see. Okay, first of all, let's just see what these things are. Damage, speed, attack speed, health. Okay, so they are set. And I think this thing on start reset enemy stats. I don't think I ever call that, so it's pretty much 0. Yeah, because the start values are just so that I can do some tweaking here and there. Okay, but anyway, let's just, for now, let's just get them into the frog. Okay, so enemy stats, you go to the movement script. Not that. Range, bomber enemy stats SO, you go there. Then the other one's in the state machine, right? Yep. And the last one is in the bomb prefab. So bomb projectile enemy stats. There we go. Okay, now the first thing that's gonna spawn in, or the first thing that's gonna happen, I think, is we're gonna get to our state machine, right? So I think we want the state machine to start off by doing a range bomber enemy status o dot reset enemy stats, right? We just want to reset all the stats right at the start. Could we do this on Awake though? I wonder. It might be better, because a lot of the assigning we do, this type of thing, is done in the start function for a couple of these. And the problem is, Awake always happens, so the way Unity runs the code when you start is it would first run all the Awake functions for all of your game objects, then it will run all the start functions. Now the thing is, the start functions, you don't actually always know in what order they are going to run. So I have no way of knowing that it will run this start function before one of the other ones where it already sets like the damage to some value. And it's going to be random most of the time, so it would be better if we can set this on Awake. And then, you know, it's sorted. Just thinking about something. So the enemies so the enemies don't actually track their stats using this thing like the characters do, right? Like their health, for instance. Their health is a variable that they keep track of inside of their own script. I just need to set it to whatever the enemy health is at the moment. Let's not do that there. let's take that and put it in the progression manager in the awake function for the because I only really need to do this once. And of course I didn't call it the same thing here. Yeah, so I call it in the awake function for the enemy progression manager. And this is just setting the values to the start values at the beginning, right? And then these will change those values as we go along. Yeah, that works. Okay, so range bomber enemy sorted. Now let's go find... Okay, and let's just do this then for the small melee enemy stats. Reset enemy stats. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go find all the same stuff for the small melee enemy. Now I think he has a state machine as well. This one, where he keeps track of his health, unfortunately. So, serialized field, private, small melee enemy stats. No. Enemy stats SO, and we can call this small melee enemy stats SO. Okay, so on start here somewhere we say health equals small melee enemy stats SO dot enemy health. So we started off nice and healthy. Okay, let's see, where is the damage done? I don't think it does the damage here. No. So there should be a enemy. This is the attack, and then we got the health, the attack value there. Okay, so we need to insert our scriptable object into the attack as well, and we can literally just go here actually and do dot enemy damage actually. No, we do it here. Wait, yeah, no. We create a private int enemy damage. Yeah, because we just set this when they become alive. This one will then set it all the time because it will have direct access to. Yeah, we don't want that. This is better because then it can't update the damage every time it does a attack. It'll only update the damage at start, so when it spawns in. Yep. Okay, and then let's see, the simple enemy movement. So we can have somewhere here private float move speed, and we should also get our scriptable object again. And at start we say move speed equals SME stats SO dot, hey, where's my dot enemy movement speed. There we go. Okay, and then move speed we can just plug that right in. Oh, no, we need to do agent. Okay, yeah. Agent dot speed equals movement speed. Okay, this might be kind of pointless, but that's fine. Yeah, because it doesn't use the movement speed later. It's not like it doesn't move backwards ever. Okay, I think we did all of them. So now we just go to Unity, we look for all those things and we plug it in. Okay. Okay, your stats go there, your stats go there, and your stats go there. Fortunately, this one's nice and easy. It doesn't have anything that's separate. Okay, and let's also just check what the stats are to start with. 1 damage, 1 movement speed, 1 attack speed, 8 health. Okay. That seems good. Some moth. Okay. So they should now have damage and things based on this. And I believe the progression manager works. Also should save everything. Okay, so everything will be reset to start off with on awake. Then they'll settle their health values to the right values. And then we'll wait for this to happen. And this should happen already, because the game manager does have a timer that works, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, so let's run it and see. Okay, what I'm also just gonna do before we start, if I go to this, I just want to reduce the amount that spawn. No, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay. Okay, we already have a null reference exception error. Oh, enemy progression. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Progress manager. I didn't plug in the stats here. So you go there. You go there. Let's try again. No reference exception. Okay, let's just take the Robin. She's nice and fast. Okay, so pause. Let's check. So this guy. Oh, jeez. How do I collapse everything here? Okay, but anyway, so your health is 8. That's fine. So let's put this in debug mode because I want to see. Okay, so health is 8. That's the way it should be. Damage is 1. And I think the other one, I should look at the nav mesh agent. Yeah. Movement speed 8. Okay. So in 30 seconds, so if we go to our progression manager, not this one, let's look at this one. Countdown because you are annoying. So we're already at almost 5 seconds. So we haven't done any of the updates, right? So let's play and let's wait for the updates to occur. So it's asking every 5 seconds, yo, what time is it now? Let's see. And it should only take, yeah, you see, I should make this faster just so I could actually test it in less than, you know, a minute. Yo, Zeko, you're on the both platforms right now. Okay. Okay, the first update ran. So new fresh enemies should have increased. Okay, so let's pause. And let's go check. So this guy just spawned. You should have faster speed. He doesn't. His speed is 8. Okay, what about your health? That's still 8. And your damage is still 1. Maybe they spawned just before? I don't know now. Okay, what about you? Movement speed 6. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be working yet. Okay, we could check in the stats, scriptable objects. Okay, so here it does seem like it's higher. Yeah, so it definitely increased over here. So the small melee enemy movement speed should be 12 now. And their health should be 13 already. Whoa. That seems too high. Only one update ran. I'm sure these updates aren't that insane. Oh, okay. No, I multiplied it by 50%. Oh, okay. 50% update. Okay. So they should be very fast. How do I get inspiration for your games? I think that's a difficult question. I think I just play games. You mean like the ideas for what I want to make? Or how do I get inspired to make games? Or motivated to make games? Yeah, I think inspiration as in the ideas for the games I want to make. That'll come from all kinds of media, right? The shows I watch, the games I play, you know, friends, family, other influences, I don't know. That's how I think about it, at least for the ideas for the game. Something like that. This game specifically, or the idea of the whole chicken knight and other warrior birds, actually came from a random Reddit post that I read, right? So somehow I got onto Reddit somewhere where people were discussing what would win a chicken knight specifically, or a penguin samurai, or something like this. And I was like, it wasn't even a very long discussion. I think there was like one comment in that whole thread, or that whole Reddit post. So it wasn't like people were actively discussing it, but I thought that's kind of an interesting idea. So I worked that into the game. This is almost a year ago now, I think. No, it's more than a year ago. No, it might be a year ago. I'm not sure. The time is a funny thing, right? Okay, so, but these, yeah, okay, so they should be much stronger. Let's just give them some time. Let's get rid of the riffraff. Die. Okay, let's go see. Oh, there's a speedy boy. There's a speedy boy. We have speedy boys. Oh, they saw me look weird, just like it. Okay, let's thin them out, but okay, I might have overtuned the movement speed a bit. He just. Oh, look at this frog. Like, their animations don't even make sense when they run that fast. Okay, so the movement speed might have... Oh, wow, they actually killed me. Okay, so it works. I might have overtuned it a bit. At some point, I made this... Is there like a collapse all or expand all button here? There might be, because I expanded everything at some point, and now all of these things with the bones in every single character are exposed, and it's kind of annoying. Okay, so let's go to the progression manager and just make it a little bit, you know, less cooked, because this is ridiculous. Okay, so let's see. Health by 5, that's fine. Movement speed, 50% increase. It's a bit rough. Let's just do like 10% increase. Health and damage, I don't think that's a big problem, but the movement speed kind of breaks the way they look and work. So let's just do 10% every time. Yeah. Oh, and I died quickly because their damage was probably sky high, hey? Yo, okay, that's actually kind of scary. Okay, so let's pretend, because it doesn't work yet. But with that, let's pretend we actually play the game, right? So we start off with 0 skill points. We're like, I want to go with a Chicken Knight. Let's go. So I choose the Chicken Knight, and I have to play the game. It's going to be difficult because I can't track any of my stats, like health. Okay, but I can get rid of these small guys fairly easily. I'll have to dodge the bombs a bit. There we go. Don't need to take damage here. Hey, okay. I'll take some damage. I'm kiting, playing well. Okay, I need to get rid of these frogs. I can't let them pile up on me. So let's see. The idea would be, you can play the level as long as you want. But you need to be careful because they get stronger. They're already doing... Oh, they have more HP. Yeah, I don't one-shot them anymore. Okay, let's go get rid of the frogs. Oh, geez, that guy took 2 shots and he didn't die. Okay, they're getting way too strong. Okay, so at some point, you just have to call it. Okay, we get rid of that thing because we have too many spawning. Get rid of the frogs. Oh, jeez. Okay, no, I can't. The chicken needs to run. You can already see some of these enemies on our way faster, so I can't actually run from them anymore. Whoa, 20 damage. Okay. So these are very dangerous frogs and lizards. And I died. Okay, so that wasn't the idea. So, let's see. Did I actually gain some skill points here? So this is kind of the gameplay I was thinking about, right? So, you don't necessarily need to finish the level as quickly as possible, because you gain experience by killing the enemies, right? So my idea was that, if you can stick around, fight the enemies for longer, you can get more experience points. But there's a risk that, they overwhelm you because they just get too strong. So obviously I need to have some UI elements or something indicating that, listen, you are now entering into danger zone territory here. But if you're strong enough as the character that you're playing, you can in fact still stay there and farm the much stronger enemies into the late game, or later rounds or levels or whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, so let's just check something. So in the game manager, we have the timer running, right? Do I reset this timer? Okay, so whenever I toggle pause, I pause it. I don't reset the timer. Oh, I do have a reset wave timer function, but I never reset the wave timer. Okay. So that's potentially a problem. Okay, but that I should change. So let's say for now, just quickly, we can go to our UI. And specifically, when you press one of the buttons, right? So let's just go here. 2D. So I'm thinking, you know, whenever you select a character, the wave timer should start again, right? Where's my... Oh, I'm in debug mode. That's why nothing makes sense. Okay. Log character stats at wave start. That's in progression manager. Okay, that's fine. We can also do game manager. And in game manager, we do game manager, reset wave timer. Okay. So here we can do the game manager as well. And we can do reset game wave timer. Reset waiver timer. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Still flipping. Okay, anyway. In the game. No! This button. Game manager. Reset wave timer. There we go. Okay, so now at least the wave timer will reset. I should actually make some UI that you can see the wave timer, right? I think so. So we have that character select button. And this is the character select menu. So let's actually go here and just insert a new UI element and Text Mesh Pro, I think. We call this wave timer. Right. Let's anchor it to the top middle. And we make the position 0. And let's make the anchor point, I think it's 1. Right? Yeah, there we go. So now it'll be right there. Actually, can we make the position a little bit down? Let's make it like 10. -10. There we go. Just a little down, and we can make this text centered like that. We can make it bold or something. Maybe increase the font size a bit. Switch off wrapping. There we go. So this is my timer. Just like that, right? And now we can go find this Text Mesh Pro element. Font size, let's just make it 60. White. Yeah, I think white shows up pretty well actually in the game. Okay, so we can have the game manager script fiddle with this thing. So we can do serialized field. No. Private. Let's call it a game object. And this will be my wave timer UI. Okay. And on updates. Okay, so we need to do wave timer UI, not set active. Dot get component. This should be TMP. I never remember how to do this. What else is using this my progression manager, right? It's a TM, yeah, it's tmpro.tmp text. .text, yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Game manager, yeah. Like that. Equals format, no. How do you format this again? I can't remember, I don't. String not format, you know. Yeah, because we need to input a string. String dot format. Okay. Okay, so we need the string and then the object. So, okay, let's think about this. This wave timer will be in seconds. I wanted to show minutes and seconds, right? So it's going to be like 0. Okay, how does this work again? Yeah, I haven't done this too many times. Oh yes, I need to put it in brackets. It's going to be something like this, I think. Okay, let's see. Okay. I need the quotes. Okay, so we do something like this. So our first element is going to be 0.0. I don't think so. We'll just do it 0. So no significant figures. And it will be wave timer. Right. Just, okay, wave timer. Can I do arithmetic here? Over 60. Can I do that? And then I think for the seconds, we do wave timer. It's like a mod. What do you call this? It's like, oh, maybe it's math actually. Yeah, I need the remainder, but I can't remember how that works in C#. Actually, I don't even know if I ever knew how that works in C#. Get remainder in C#. Okay, I'm sure it's like a mod something. Oh, okay. It's this percentage sign. Okay. The value, okay. So we just do mod C, whatever our divisor is. Okay. So that's actually very simple. So we just do wave timer. It's a percentage sign on the keyboard. Oh, there we go. Percentage 60. Okay, so we have our first entry and then space, our second entry, which should be 1. And this would be a float as well. We want to format that to 0. I think this works. We'll try it. Okay, but that means... Okay, so my game manager now needs the UI timer thing. Okay, so let's just find that. Okay, so there's wave timer. So game manager, you just get wave timer plugged in there. Huh? There we go. Save. Okay, let's play. And we select a character. Okay, that works. Oh, I need the okay. Okay. To display time is a bit weird. Okay, but I need this guy. If I do that, is that working? Does that show 2 figures now? 0, 1, for instance? Who knows? Let's see. Let's try it. Okay. So we play. Let's select the ranger. Yes, like it. Look at me. I made UI work. I made UI that works. Now let's see if it goes to 10 seconds. Yeah, 10 seconds, no problem. Now I need to survive for a minute. That's going to be hard. At least I'm fast. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So it went up. Oh. Okay. I see what it did. Okay, let's just see if the other one works. Just want to see what happens at a minute exactly. Yeah, after 60 seconds, basically. Okay, so it's not great. Okay, so that's probably got something to do with the way this is dividing, and it's rounding up. Okay, so round. Round down unity. Math. Okay, let's see. Okay, math f dot floor to int some number. Or math f dot floor. Was that it? Was that it? So if I do math f dot floor, and I put in my wave timer, just round dot floor round it to the nearest integer. Seal to end floor. Now floor exists. Method. Oh, it's a capital floor. Okay. Okay. Floor. Okay, so now it'll take it down to the lowest value it can. Okay, so it should stay at 0 for the first 30 seconds. Now this one, modulus 60, it does say 60 at some point, which is kind of bad. Don't know why it does that. Maybe I have to do this math somewhere else. It is possible that I might have to do this somewhere else and add some additional logic here. I don't know. Okay, let's just see. And so we'll go with the range again. Oh, we could just destroy the totems actually, and then they won't spawn. Okay. Let's go get rid of the other totem so I can be here in peace. Okay, so we are above 30 seconds already, and it didn't go over on that side. So that's good. Let's just see how it handles the 60-second mark. Okay, so it goes to 60 and then to 1. Kind of looks bad. I mean, it goes to 0 fairly quick. I mean, it kind of looks bad. Okay, but the timer seems to be working. Jeez, like it. Okay, this is a strong one. Oh, die, please. Oh, he's got quite a bit of health. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's fine-ish, I guess. It works at least. So we have an indicator of the time. Okay, so now we just need the level to end. Or the wave to end. How are we going to approach that? So I want the wave to end when both totems are destroyed and there are 0 enemies. How do I know how many enemies there are? So if... Now we can look for enemies, or what might be better is if we just have a counter somewhere. So something that pretty much just tells me how many enemies have spawned, how many enemies have I killed. Right, that sounds better to me. So in the wave manager, or the game manager, we could add a wave manager, something, or just a wave tracker, or enemy tracker, or something like that. That all it does is it counts the enemies that spawn. So every time an enemy spawns, it counts that. And then every time an enemy dies, it decrements that number. So let's add a wave manager or an enemy counter, something like that. So we have progression. So enemy counter. I'm just going to call it the enemy counter for now. Yeah, we create a new script, create an ad. Can we add it to the game manager? I think this will be a singleton. There will be never will there be ever more than one enemy counter. Okay, so we can get the singleton pattern going here. I have no idea how to do that again. I forgot. Public static, whatever. Okay, so public static enemy counter instance get set. Okay, cool. And then on awake instance equals this. Okay, cool. So this thing just needs to keep track of how many enemies have spawned. So, well, I could also keep track of the amount of enemies killed, I guess. Yeah, I think so. So let's see. Amount. Do we make this public? Private. Okay. Private. Integer. Should we do ranged bomber enemies and should we separate them? I think we should, right? That's interesting stats. If you think about it, I could display this at the end of a wave telling you, you've killed 1,000 little lizards and 50 frogs. Yeah. So small melee enemy counter. Or let's just call it amount. So we want a kill count and spawned amount, right? Spawned amount. Just thinking. You're editing a new clip. What clip? I haven't done anything interesting. Are you doing it on Twitch this time? I don't think I got a notification, but I can check in the content section. I can go to clips. Okay, yeah, I can see you made a clip. Yeah, I can see somebody clipped me and it was you. Okay, let's just go back to Stream Manager before I lose it. Okay. So do we want to know how many spawned? We should keep track of that. Or maybe we should just keep track of how many are alive at the moment. Now we can do the total that spawned. Right, then we can do private int spawned amount remaining. Or just amount remaining. And we can also make a private int kill count. Okay, so obviously some of these we can just do some math to figure out how many are remaining, but anyway. Okay, so spawned amount, amount remaining, and kill count. Okay, so then we can do a public set, and this would be set spawned amount, right? Oh, public void, geez, like it. Public void set spawn amount, and this would be basically SME spawn amount plus. Okay, so all we're doing is we're just adding one. So set spawn amount or add set. Okay, wait. Let's just call it something else. Let's call it add. Add a small melee enemy. Okay, so we added a simple melee enemy. Okay. Then we can do a kill small melee enemy. And this will take, it will not affect the small, it'll only affect the kill count, right? So the spawn amount will stay the same, it'll affect the kill count. Okay. And what we can also do is every time one of these run, we can figure out what the amount remaining is. So do we do that on killed or on spawned? I think on killed. Yeah, and this can be private. And we can private void small melee enemy remaining. Oh geez. Remaining. Let's say calculate. Yeah, calculate. Small melee enemy remaining. Okay, and basically all we do is we say SME amount remaining equals equals the spawn amount minus our kill count. Okay. And we only want to do this when we kill something. Okay, so SME calculate. Okay, so every time we kill something, we just keep track of how many are still left. Now, actually, we should keep track of this also when they spawn, if I think about it. Because, yeah, so every time a new one spawns in, we want to know how many are left. And every time one dies, we also want to know how many are left. And the reason is we want to try and figure out whether or not we are at 0. Once we're at 0, the game ends, obviously. So if everything is dead. We could also find the amount of totems that spawned in. Yeah, that might be good as well. So if we can find the amount of totems that are in the game. So we want, literally we want this again. So yeah, all this stuff we want again, but this will now be the ranged bomber enemy. Ranged bomber enemy. Ranged bomber enemy. Okay. And we have similar functions for the ranged bomber enemy, I'd say. Okay. So we could do our find and replace, and we find SME. Replace it with ranged bomber enemy. Why is it doing this from the start, though? Replace. Okay, cool. So now we have all the ranged bomber enemy stuff set up, so we can call that every time a ranged bomber enemy is added or destroyed. And we calculate the amount remaining. Okay. Okay, so the next would be the totems. So we have a private int totems spawned amount. Well, totem spawned amount sounds better. Totem spawned amount. Okay, then we need to know totem amount remaining and totem kill count, I guess. Do we do this exactly the same? I think we do. Yeah, so we just get all the same stuff. Okay, so we add a totem. And this would just be totem spawned amount, calculate. Let's see. Totems remaining. Okay, we just do those there. Calculate totals. Kill. This will not be. This will be destroy. Totem. Okay. Totem. Oh, they shouldn't be. I'm gonna share it on Discord. Cool. Do that. Do I have a place for that in Discord? You can just share it anyway, I guess. Where's Discord? Is this Discord? Yeah. Share it under art. Ah, wait, doesn't matter. Okay. Totem kill count, is that what it's called? No, okay, yeah, it is called totem kill count, but it's not capitalized. Okay, and this is totem. Amount remaining is equal to totem spawned amount, subtracting the kill count. Okay, so now we know how many totems are remaining. Okay. And okay, now we should do an update function, I think. So we do an update function, and basically we ask if the totem amount remaining equals 0, right? We should calculate int total enemies remaining. Okay, and that will be equal to the SME amount remaining plus the amount of ranged bombing enemies remaining. And then we can ask, okay, if the total enemies remaining is less, well, is equal to 0, I can't set it to 0, you need to say equals 0. Then the wave ends, right? So go check it. Okay. Let's see what masterpiece have you made inside art. How do I? Okay, wait. I need to stop the music first because it's. I get inspiration for your games. I think. That's a difficult question. I think I just play games. You have a knack for this, don't you? You're a professional memer. Okay. So all of this is keeping track. So the wave needs to end at some point. So let's think about this. Currently, there's a function that I call with a button only to end a wave, right? So let's see. Which function is that? I think it's this. Okay, it's basically this button. And it's connected to the toggle pause, I guess. Okay, so the toggle pause is currently doing pretty much all of that. So in-game manager. Yeah. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, you should do that. Go ahead. I don't mind. I like it. Okay, so we toggle the pause. I mean, that doesn't really do much, does it? Or maybe it does a lot of things. Just check here. Oh, I locked my wife out. Okay, let me just go quickly Save my wife. Oops. My bad. Let's do one of these. Be right back. I'll see you now. Let me just go. Yeah. Fix my. I'm back. Okay. Just get the thing going again and get rid of this. Okay, so what was I doing? Okay, I was trying to figure out what do I do when I pause this thing. So I think actually I pause it and then I also hide and show the... Yeah, that's right. I hide and I show the UI, right? Okay, so that's not so bad. So we can do the toggle pause function from here, which is public. And this is a instance, right? The game manager. So we can easily go to the... No, I'm not sure where we need to go now. What are these sound effects? Hey, distraction 27. Just followed. Thank you so much for following. Wait, how's this thing saying I'm 75% to my follower goal? My follower goal updated itself. Interesting. Okay. That's nice. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, let's try. Okay, this is now inside of the game manager already, actually. So we have enemy counter here. So the enemy counters should just tell Yeah, so effectively, once this happens, it can do game manager dot instance dot pause. No, toggle pause, right? So it toggles the pause. That's the first thing we need to do. The next thing we need to do is show the UI, right? So should we have it's a distraction. I don't know. I'm assuming you just say distraction, right? Okay. Okay, toggle pause. Okay, this would be... actually, let's go to this button again and ask it what it's doing. So it's doing... calculating the skill points from the progression manager. Okay, so I should maybe do that as well. And it sets active our character select menu. Okay. So we basically want all this functionality right in our game manager enemy counter. Okay, so we can do progression manager dot instance dot calculate skill points. Right, that's the first one. Yes, I can't remember already. But what is wrong with me? Let's try again. Update skill points. Update all stats UI. Okay. Not... Aye. Yeah, so, but this is also from the progression manager, right? It does that for me. We probably shouldn't have 10 different things doing this for me, but anyway. Update all stats UI. And then finally we need to hide our... Oh, no, we need to show our UI. Okay. So should the enemy counter do that? Or should the enemy counter maybe just run a function from the game manager and the game manager does that? I think the game manager should do that. I don't know. I feel like that's better. So let's just get the game manager to do that instead itself. So the game manager, it can do a public. It's not going to do much, right? Void. Show. No, this would be hide. Hide. Character select UI. Right. And basically what we want here is we just want to get a serialized field. Call it, whoopsie, private game game object character select UI. There we go. So now we can get the character select UI from there, and then we can do here character select UI dot set active. This should be show. Jeez. Show character select UI. Set active true. With a small t. Okay. So now that's the thing. So let's go back to Unity. So this would be character select a menu. Apparently I called it menu. Okay. And then the enemy counter can just do all game manager dot instance dot show character select UI. Is this it? Can we try it? Is this gonna work? So let's think about this. We are Oh, it's not going to work at all. Never mind. I just realized I have nothing calculating any of this, right? So adding small, medium enemies and killing small, medium enemies is not a thing yet. Same with the totems, right? So I need to get all these functions called within my enemies themselves, right? So let's go to the range bomber enemy. Basically, there's a death function here, and I suppose that's the best place to do it. Yeah. Okay, so we have an enemy counter dot instance dot. Come on, can't you tell me what functions they are? This would be kill ranged bomber enemy. Yeah. So whenever they die, they run that function. Okay, so that's fine. And then the other state machine, this is for the small medium enemies. So we go enemy counter dot instance dot kill small melee enemy. There we go. Or simple melee enemy, whatever. One of the two. So we can kill them, that's fine. But now we should spawn them as well. Now what we can do is we can say that on awake or on start, we spawn them as well. We add them. Or we can go to the spawner itself and tell it to do that. You know what, I'm going to do it on start. I think I'd do it on start here. Yeah. Enemy counter dot instance dot add small. Okay, this is the ranged bomber enemy. Right. And then we want to do the same thing on the simple melee enemy. At start. Where's my start? There we go. We don't add a ranged bomber enemy, we want a small melee enemy. Okay, so the enemies work out nice. Now we need to go get the totems and do the same thing. Where are our totems again? They are in a prefab. Inside the enemy camp, that's right. Is it this one? Totem carving, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, enemy building take damage script. Yeah, so we have this script here. Let's see what it does. Can take damage equals true. Okay, that's just a timer. Okay, so if health is, so it doesn't have a death function, it just has if health is. That's fine. So if health, then we can do enemy counter dot instance dot destroy totem. Yeah, so we destroy totem here, and on start we add a totem. Right, enemy counter dot instance dot add totem. There we go. So now we're adding all the totems and the other enemies, and we are destroying them when they get destroyed. And then in our enemy counter we are saying, okay, look, if we have no more totems, then we calculate all the remaining other enemies. If we don't have any other remaining enemies, we set the total enemy. Well, we basically tell the thing to pause, calculate all the skills and stuff like that, and show the character UI. I'm just going to put the pause over here, because maybe the pause just makes the other things not work. What style of game you want to see? Let me show you. I need to show you anyway, because I have to test this now, so good timing. So I'm building a survivor roguelike game. I know. Let's go. About birds fighting lizards and frogs and all kinds of things. So we have a chicken knight. Then we have a robin ranger. Robins, those small little birds from England. You get them in most of Europe, actually. And then we have a wizard. He's supposed to be an owl. He's kind of just a placeholder right now. Okay? So let me play. Okay, who do we want to see? I'm feeling like... the chicken. Let's go with the chicken. Okay, let's just pause. I want to go to the game manager. I just want to see. Let's make this debug. I want to see these spawn and kill amounts change while I play. Okay, so currently there are 3. Now there's 5 of each. Oh, okay. Yeah. Spawn amount remaining. So if I kill a couple, there we go. I killed 4. Okay, cool. So let's go crazy. Okay, I need to actually try and win the game. Oh, geez, yeah. They're already getting stronger because my buff system is kind of broken still. Quickly! Go destroy the totems. Okay, so there's 2 totems right now. Okay, I killed 1. There's 1 remaining. Let's go get the other totem before I get overrun. They're getting another upgrade in 1 second. They're even stronger now. Maybe I should have taken the ranger instead. How far is this totem? Oh, there we go. Okay, let's get some AoE damage in here so I can... Okay, cool. Now I need to kill the rest of them if I want to see if this works. The bombers are so scary for the chicken. Okay, not that one. He was still weak. You got 1 shot at, man. Okay. Come on. Stop dodging me. It's gonna be so sad if I die now. Can't see if my stuff works. What? He's not dead? How much HP does that guy have? Okay, so there's a bug. So let's see. What happened? Why did we get to the pause menu? So small, medium... the small enemies, amount remaining right here. 0. That's right. How did it lose track of the amount of bomber enemies left, though? Because there's clearly... Okay, that one might have just died. So that's fine. But there's another one right there. Ha! That's interesting. Okay, now the next part probably is not going to work. So if we now select... Spend our skill points... Oh, geez. Why is the skill points not working? Ah? Okay, so apparently there's another thing I need to go figure out. This was working. I promise. Okay, let's select the character. Okay, now my skill points go away and... Wow. Okay, so things got broken hard. Oh, I guess because the totems are still destroyed, I can't actually continue the game. Okay. So let's see. Game manager, what the hell's happening? Normal mode. I think what's happening is this obviously gets to 0 and then it keeps running these functions. So this is an update, so it keeps on resetting everything. Right? So actually what I should be doing is once this ran, I should tell it to, look, the wave ended. Don't do this over and over. So what I should maybe do is just have like a boolean here that says wave ended. Right. And it's false normally. And then I make it true over here. So I can make wave ended true. And basically, I should do all of this only if the wave has not ended. Okay, so and not wave ended, right? Okay, so if wave ended is still false, then it'll do all this stuff. If it's true, well, then we kind of stop. So we only run these once in that scenario. Okay, so that should fix some of it. Okay, let's just see if that fixes some of the bugs. Then I can come back and figure out what other bugs are still not doing what they should. Okay, so let's go with the Ranger this time. And let's go for these totems as soon as we can. Oh, jeez, why is the Ranger's attack speed so slow? Come on. What? Okay, we got it. Fortunately, the Ranger is quick fast. Wait, don't get stuck on a tree. Come on, line up. Oh, jeez, why can't I aim? Okay, there we go. Fortunately, also the frogs are not such a big problem for the Ranger. You think it's awesome? Ah, thanks, man, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, let's kill some totem. I need to change. Well, I need to do a lot of balancing still, right? So the Ranger sucks right now, and that's kind of just how it is. I can obviously change the attack speed. Let's kill the frogs first. Let's hit a frog first. Jeez, like it. What the? Okay, the frogs have been slain. Let's just put this in debug mode again. I just want to see. Yeah, okay, so there's a bug with the ranged bomber enemies where it actually goes to -1. Yeah, so it didn't count one of the spawns. That is interesting. Okay, let's just continue. Let's get rid of the small enemies. Aye. Almost. Okay, let's see. Oh, because there's -1 ranged enemies, it obviously calculated these to be equal to 0 now. Okay. Okay, so we only paused once. So let's select. Okay, so this works now. The skill points worked. Now, if I press this button again, it did reset the timer. The enemy's all dead. I can run around, but nothing happens. So it doesn't actually reset the wave yet. Okay. But at least the pop-up works. So now I can just reset the wave along with the timer by just, reactivating the totems and, stuff like that. Yeah, I can't actually attack anything. I think it'll still pick up that the totem is there. Yeah, it does. It's just invisible. It's not actually gone. Yeah, so I can still attack it. No. Okay, cool. Let's stop it there. Okay, so now basically we want the select character button to reset the wave. So it should well, it should change the so let's think, what is it supposed to do? Reactivate the totems, so they need to respawn. And secondly, it needs to refresh or something like that this over here. Okay, and we should figure out what the hell's happening with my ranged bomber enemies. Why is there -1 of them at the end? Okay, so the ranged bomber enemy script might be a little bit funny, or it might just be that guy. That's weird. I could actually take these two out. They don't need to be active, right? I just have them here for easy access, but I could definitely just hide them. Or make them inactive. Because I think they might be half of my problem. Okay. So, we need to find a way to reactivate the totems in the camps, right? So let's just go look at the totem quickly. Okay, so this is the take damage script, which kind of became the manager of the whole totem and the whole camp. Okay, so on start it adds a totem. Then we hit it, takes damage, it destroys the totem. I think it also deactivates the spawn point. Yeah, that's right. Makes the building destroyed true. Yeah, it obviously causes the attack to work. Plays a sound, makes a rubble pile, and then disables the mesh. Okay, so what we can do is we can do a public void respawn totem. Okay. So how do we do this? Okay, so this is obviously a function that we're going to run as soon as we restart. I just want to think about where do we do that. Probably like the game manager. I think that'll be a good place to do this potentially. Okay, but anyway. So let's see. Respawn totem. So what we want to do is, first of all, we want the mesh renderer. No, mesh this guy. What the hell? Why is it not finding this? Mesh renderer dot enabled equals true. Why is it not figuring this out? Mesh renderer dot enable equals true. Okay, so we make it appear again. Then we set active the spawn point, so the spawn point works again. Okay, what else do we do? We need to building is destroyed must be equals to false again. Yeah. Okay, so the spawn point's active. Then rubble pile. Rubble pile dot set active. False. Right, we hide the rubble pile. Okay, then we do enemy counter dot instance dot add totem. And that's it. Then the totem should now work again when we call that function. Do we need to set the health back to a number? I guess so. Health equals 50. So we also do health. Maybe we start with that, because I'm just... Nah, it doesn't matter actually. But it's fine. Health equals 50 again. 450. No, just 50. And maybe we should have a way of increasing that over time for each wave or something like that. But for now, we just said health equals to 50. Okay. And let's just set can take damage equals to true. Can take damage timer. Shouldn't we set this back to... Oh, we do it here. Okay, so maybe this works. Let's just make can take damage equals true. Okay, so now we have a function that should be able to respawn our totems. Okay, now the question is, how do we get it to work? So there's a couple of ways. Now, yeah, so this is now a complicated one. Well, it's more complicated. Since the totems are prefabs, right? Oh, well, the enemy camp is a prefab. Right, and I don't know how many there are, so I can't just do something like drag them into the button. So what I should do is, on button head, I should have... Or, well, let's just look at the button quickly. So if we look at this button... okay, let's just go to the canvas. Canvas 2D. Yeah, so if we look at any of these buttons, they run... What do they run? So they run a couple of functions. Okay, so they enable and disable our characters, which are always there. They reset the waiver timer. So we could potentially, when the wave timer gets reset, have it also emit a signal or an event that the enemy camp is connected to. And then once it gets that signal, it runs that function. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, reset wave timer. So what we can do here... Yes, I haven't done an event in so long. How do they even work? Okay, public event handler. Yeah, okay. So we do a public event handler. Hello. Is that it? That doesn't seem right. Public. Oh, I need the arguments and stuff like that. Oh, and my event should ring. You know what? I'm going to copy those. I haven't done events in a while. So public event handler, and this one will be so this would be on wave timer reset. Okay, we can do on okay, wait, event args. I don't think I need to do that actually. On on wave timer reset. Yeah, I don't think I need these arguments. So this is specifically here because I do this, but I don't think I need that. Yeah, so on the state changes and all of them I did, but I don't think I need the arguments. I could just keep them basic. Can't remember how that works, but anyway. Yeah, we just do something like that. Yeah. We have an event handler on wave timer reset. And then somewhere here, reset wave timer, we have on wave timer reset dot invoke this event, just event args, I guess. Event args e. Is this right? Yes, like why can't I remember this? I can't even remember where I made one of these for reference. Attack trigger. Well, event args.empty. Okay, so this is where I did that. Event handler on night attack triggers. We have a... Okay, so it's... Okay, we do also do this just so we can check that it's not null or it does have something connected or something like this. Okay, so we do invoke this and dot empty. And then it's fine. Right, okay, so now we have on wave timer reset. We invoke. That's fine. Okay, and now what we can do is our enemy building take damage script, which I said is just like a manager script. We can now do game manager dot instance dot on wave timer reset plus equals instance, let's say game manager. Okay, it doesn't need to throw anything. It can just run the respawn totem function when that happens. Okay, there we go. So we've connected a event by some means. And we respawn the totem. Okay, cool. So now, if the totem respawns, it adds a totem back to our enemy counter script. Right? Yeah. Okay, now what we can also do here is we can also add the same. So on start, we can actually do game manager dot instance dot on wave reset. Now we can add the same thing. Okay, something like that, and then we can actually do wave ended equals false. So we just reset this so that it can do these calculations again. Okay, but the totem remaining amount should now be up. Okay, now we're gonna have one of these problems again where what does it do first? Yeah, because it might now reset this, but then and not reset the totem remaining amount yet. Okay. So maybe we don't have it connected like that. Yeah. We can keep it there, but what we can also do is we can go here, and when a totem is added, we can actually tell it to do totem wave ended equals false, right? So whenever a totem is added, we also just make sure this is false. So we add a totem, we set it to false, and then it shouldn't. Okay, so then we don't actually want it to run here, right? Okay, so now that event's not doing anything, but I might want it to do something else for me one day. Okay. So this should let us restart the wave already, without me having to do anything with buttons. Okay, let's see how long it takes me to get a null reference exception error because I forgot to plug something in somewhere. Okay, who are we gonna go with? Wizard. Let's go Wizard. Okay, Wizard should be able to destroy some things super nice. Okay. Wait, are we not spawning frogs anymore? Ah, jeez. Okay. I know what I've done. Oh, we are spawning frogs. Yeah, why didn't the frogs appear from the other one? Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, so totems are destroyed. Okay, just one more guy to go. Now what? I don't see any enemies, so they're all destroyed. I did destroy both of these. Okay, so game manager, enemy counter. Let's just see. What do you see? Okay, it knows there are no more mean. Okay, so the totem kill count. You know what? When I selected the first one, it added 2 more. That's right. So when I select my character here, it adds totems now. It doesn't actually check whether or not it can add a totem yet. Okay. So, Mr. Totem, I need you to first make sure that you are dead or something like that. So, let's see. If the building is destroyed, you can respawn, right? So if building is destroyed, you can set your health back and you can make it fall so we respawn you. Okay, that's the problem there. Okay, let's try again. I'll also take the wizard again because he's pretty good at dealing with these totems. Come on. Still takes 3 shots, but it's at least better than the ranger. Okay, get rid of those guys. We can see here now, totem amount remaining 1, totem kill count. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's just ignore these guys for now. Go and kill a totem. Okay, totem's destroyed, so there's now 0 totems. Okay, good. So now it'll start checking for enemies. There should be bombers, none. Okay. Come on. One more. There we go. Okay, so that works quite nicely. Okay, and the wizard gained 3 skill points because we only did... how many did we kill? 10 of those and 5 of those. Yeah, so we have 150 experience, which is 15 kills. So that's cool. That works. So the wizard can now go and become stronger. Let's make it let's make it... Okay, now this isn't working anymore. How the hell did that break? What? Why? Why did it just go to 0.4? UI. It's gonna be the enemy. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyway, let's select the wizard again. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so now there's more spawning in. That's good. More spawning in, so that's good. And the totem is 2 again. So I can continue killing these. My timer has reset. They have not reset though. These guys are doing a lot of damage right now. So they were not reset. That's a problem. So I need to reset them as well. They're doing way too much damage at the moment. Especially since I somehow destroyed my attack speed. Okay, I'm just dead. because they do way too much damage and they don't reset. What happened to my skill points now? Right, I couldn't recover them, and then all of a sudden they just kind of broke. Yes, like I've done this so many... I didn't change anything that would cause those, did I? So it won't be in the progression. It might be in the counter. I don't know. So in the counter, let's see. So we calculate the skill points. We update the UI. Okay, but we do that once, right? So we calculate skill points, we put it in the UI. And then we show the UI, and then we also toggle pause. Okay. And in... Progression Manager, when I click that button, it did update the stats, right? So that worked. The problem was over here with the wizards. So I tried to do movement speed increase, that was fine. Then when I did movement speed decrease, I said, okay, did my wizard stats... No. Movement speed. So we have movement speed at the start of the wave and the movement speed. Did it not calculate this correctly, I think? So there is something that it's not doing that it normally does at the start of a wave. So if gain XP, log character stats at wave start. This is called where? In the progression manager. At start. Is that the only time we do that? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, so we do it at the start, that's fine. But this should be called at the start of each wave. Maybe I do it in the buttons. So let's see, Mr. Button. Log character stats at wave start. So I do that over here. Also reset the wave timer. This is the conundrum. Okay, let's go to Progression Manager and look at enemy progression as well, because this is another problem that I can solve. Okay, so the main thing here is we want to reset all the stats when a new wave starts. So we do that on Awake, that's fine. We also want to reset this when a new wave starts, right? Yeah. So I could actually do we could just connect to the so we do a start and then we get the game manager instance. So we could do game manager dot instance dot on wave timer reset, because that's obviously when it starts, and we do plus equals game manager on wave timer reset, and then we reset them. So whenever we reset the wave timer, this needs to be fixed. Okay, so that's at least one thing that I could do very easily. Now let's just try this again and see what the hell's happening with the skill points. Maybe we should juice up one of the characters so it's just easier to test with. I think so. Let's go to the scriptable object for the ranger. Okay, so the start character attack speed, let's make it like 3. I think that's juiced enough. Okay, so now it's got 3. Okay, we select, and I think, yeah, way better. Easy peasy, no problems. Okay, we only got 1 kill there. Yeah, I did add. I added the Discord, I think, a couple of days ago. Okay, let's get some experience here. Kill a few of these guys. It's quite easy now that I'm overpowered again. Okay, so they've increased in strength. So we can just check. Yeah, he does 2 damage. So we can use him as a tester a bit later. Let's just kill that thing. That guy's a bit bugged. Need to go figure out what their problem is. Okay, so we get that. And now if I want to change my damage, that's fine. If I have to reduce it, that's fine. Okay, let's try attack speed. Oh, yes, like it. Okay. That's the problem. The attack speed gets reduced by 1. Okay. Why is this button that broken? So if we look at, not this one, this one. Attack speed should be changing by the attack speed increment. Right? Yeah, we set the increments over here, attack speed increment. So let's just go through this. So damage, damage increment, damage increment. Move increment, move increment. Attack speed, health, health. Okay, that works. Damage, damage, move, damage. What? Move increments, and then attack. Ah, there we go again. It's changing by the damage. Okay, all of these were changing my damage. And if I was just playing with the chicken, I would never notice. So damage, damage. This is move. This is move. Attack. Attack speed. Health. Health. Okay, so we found that bug. Thank goodness. Okay, I think then it just works, kinda, the game. I mean. Right, so the one thing, let's try and make it balanced, and let's go and play the game a little bit. Right? So our enemy progression is currently way too much, right? In terms of the timing we get. Okay, so I should be able to do balancing, not in the script, but in here. So, power up time, so we can make it at 2, and then at 6, and then 12, for instance, or 18. Right, so this would be at 1 minute, at 3 minutes, and then at like 9 minutes, because it's multiplied by 30. Okay, so that's basically 18 30-second increments, okay? Let's also just make our ranger bad again. Ranger. Attack speed is too high. Attack speed. Let's make it 1.5. 1 was a little bit too low, right? So make it 1.5. And let's save a couple things. What's the other thing? Maybe the spawner. So the rate of the spawning. Let's go to the spawn points. Let's see, 5 and 10. So that's the amount of time between spawns. So let's make it 2 and 6, maybe. So now spawn. Okay, this is going to be good for the ranger mostly and bad for all the other guys. Let's make it 50-50. Let's make it 5-5, right? So now we'll get the same amount of each. Okay, so the chicken has a chance, the ranger has a chance, the wizard has a chance. Okay. Okay, let's play the game. It's now officially playing the game. So let's see if everything works. So we're gonna try a couple of rounds. Let's start off with the chicken knight. Now, okay, yeah, so they'll only start spawning after a bit. Okay, they spawned. I should be able to smack them very easily. Aha, push you into the walls. Actually, that's maybe something you can do with the chicken. You could just do this and then lead them, push them into the wall, and they can't get away. Oh no. Okay, so the chicken... When does the first power-up happen? I can't remember. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's still 1 damage. Yes, like the frogs are really a problem for the chicken. Now they're too strong. I need to hit them. Okay, let's go get rid of the totems since this is getting too much. Yo. Okay, I need to go get the other totem quickly. Yeah, because they're doing 2 damage and they're actually quite fast now. Run and get the totem. Okay, here we are. I'm a bit concerned about the amount of frogs that I have chasing me right now. Okay, we got that. Now I need to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get to these frogs. Let's go right behind the tree. Yeah, they throw the bombs into the tree. Yeah, you just kinda have to face tank these guys. Oh, what are they doing? Die. Okay. I'm thinning the herd, I'm thinning the herd. Huh, wonder why they're not attacking anymore. Okay, last frog dead. So I got quite a few skill points for the chicken. I only have 60 HP left. Okay, so this is going to be the next thing that I do. So the next part of this is I want to force the player to use different characters. So obviously now you might be tempted to just be like, I'm gonna juice this chicken like nobody's business, right? And I get that. That's valid. The problem is your current health is kind of low, and the only way you can realistically gain health is if you let the chicken sit on the sidelines for a couple of, or maybe 1 round, right? So after a round of rest, the chicken can recuperate and get its health back. Okay. So right now you'd be like, okay, so the chicken is kind of out. He's way stronger, so when I get access to him again, he's going to be good. but I need to substitute him, right? I need to put in a sub. So we put in the Owl Wizard, for instance. Okay. Now the waves are restarting. My enemies should not be doing too much damage. They're also not spawning. I know they are. They're just far away. Yeah, they are coming. Let's just see how much damage. 5 damage. Okay, so they did reset the damage as well. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's gonna have a tough time because there's way too many small enemies right now for the amount of movement speed he has. Okay, so let's just try and get rid of the totems quickly. Did that miss? No. That missed. Okay, we got rid of that totem. He's not really concerned about the HP of any of the enemies because he's obviously does a lot of damage. Okay. I need to fix that bug still. That's a long finger bug if I've ever seen one, right? Just never get to it. Okay, let's go get the other. Other totem. Okay, we're here. Get the totem first. Priorities. What? Actually, if I do that, we just blow it up in my face and then. Wait, do I hit trees? I can't remember. No. Okay. Okay, cool. That's a pretty nice pause right there. I could make them destroyable, I guess. It's not impossible. I'm gonna try and make a screenshot of that because that looks pretty cool. So let's see if we can't take the canvas and take down this overlay. No, not the select button, the menu. Look at that cool explosion right there. Go screenshot thing. There we go. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, so our wizard, he's too slow. Let's make him fast. Okay, now currently we are not gaining health back, so I'm kind of screwed. But let's go with the ranger. Whoa, why did we zoom in all of a sudden? Okay, so Mr. Ranger is gonna fix everything for us. Okay, so the ranger's kind of slow with the attack speed. That's not what you want it to be. I don't like the behavior of the frogs. I don't know why they're doing that. Okay, now he's fine. That's weird. And the state machine for the frogs, but complicated, I guess. Okay, let's get rid of this one. There we go. It seems like there's an enemy left. Something's happening with the calculations. Let's just check that quickly. Where did I put this? On the game manager? Enemy counter, yeah. Oh, the range bomber enemy got to -1 again. How does that keep happening? How does that keep happening? That doesn't make any sense. I removed the one that started. That's so weird. Don't understand that. Oh well. Okay, so Ranger still has a lot of health. So what you can also do now, obviously, is you can beef up your Ranger and take it again, right? Yeah, look, there's still an enemy left. Okay, but now she's way better. So the idea could be that now, since you are way stronger, you don't worry about destroying the totems. You just kind of hang around, try to rack up as many kills as you can, because that way you get to level up way more. And what we can also do is, for the 2 characters that are just sitting at home, maybe we give them a fraction of the experience so that, you know, it doesn't feel as bad just letting them sit it out, for instance. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, okay, this guy is just a little bit of attack speed and it's like, GG. It's now on easy mode. Easy mode, no problems. Yeah, this is way too easy now. What's your cooldown at? Tell me. I'm all open for any ideas or suggestions. Okay, I'm losing a bit more HP than I would like, because these guys are a little bit more tough. Actually, are they doing more damage yet? They are not, so we have a new bug. The timer is not working. They're not getting buffed. Okay, let's just pause this. Let's look. Enemy progression. Update 1 and Update 2 ran. Oh, you know what this is. What if I add something like a safe zone? Like the Battle Royale games. You mean like in Fortnite where the zone kind of gets smaller and smaller? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're gonna abuse the speed and just keep running away. Unless the enemies can also get very fast. Maybe I should... Okay, so I could do that, I suppose. I could also just maybe cap the speed. It's a difficult thing, right? Balance is difficult because I know in a lot of other Survivor games, like let's say Vampire Survivors, right? You don't actually get to increase your speed. Speed is just kind of capped. You do get to upgrade your spells and stuff like that. So you do get to become this super powerful, you know, godlike character that can literally rain death and destruction across the whole map. But you don't go faster. So you always kind of have to be careful. Also in that game, the enemies spawn from all over. So they kind of come at you from every direction. So there's not that good, especially later. It's like you can't really evade them that well, right? They will block you. So that's maybe another way of thinking, or potentially making it work. The other problem is so if I think about something like Brotato and how they solve it, is also the enemies get spawned from all over the place. The map, the physical size of the area you can run around in is very tiny. So it's not really realistic to just run away from everything. And because it's also they spawning around you, the map's super small. Speed helps to kite, right? Kiting is important, but the speed is not that broken. And right now it feels like speed is just incredibly broken for this game. Like, the enemies don't really have a good way of dealing with you if you are fast. And I can just make the enemies faster as well, but yeah, it kind of feels bad. I wonder... So another thing I could try, this might be kind of interesting, is instead of the camp idea, like there could be a camp, right? So there can be camps, fixed points on the map that you need to go to and destroy the totems to get the spawning to stop, right? But what if we also add a mechanism that spawns additional totems across the map? So if you leave the totems intact for long enough, more and more spawn points will emerge. And you will get overwhelmed even if you're fast. That'd be kind of hard. Like, hard to play, right? The game would be difficult. Because you need to go destroy those spawn points. And destroying them or not, it's not trivial, right? They are kind of strong. They're kind of hard to destroy. Could increase the enemy AI level. That sounds hard. Just make them smarter, right? But I mean, that is difficult. It's way easier to add more spawn points than to make enemies more clever. If you think about it also, most of these survivor-like games, the enemy AI is very basic. It's always just run towards you, shoot a thing, or, you know, most of them actually don't even have attack animations. Literally, things just spawn out of them, or they just run into you, and a lot of them. Yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum making the game actually. So I mean, I have a working game now. I just need to make it fun. And I need to make it feel like you could actually make things work. What I could also do, actually, this is another option, is instead of just getting skill points and a button that you can click to increase speed with, right, for instance. What if you... That's a bit hard. What if movement speed is more expensive to upgrade? Like it costs 5 skill points. So yeah, that could be something. Then it's, you know, you are disincentivized to just spam movement speed. Or we cap it, obviously that's another thing. Or what a lot of these games also do is they give you, they kind of randomize what you are able to upgrade. So at the end of a level, let's say in Brotato, you level up, you get to increase one of your skills. Now sometimes you get to increase the skill by a lot more than other times. And other times you actually don't even get to increase the skill at all. So there's almost like some luck involved, right? Sometimes you get the movement speed +3, but you don't get any damage. And other times you get damage +5, but no movement speed. And in that way, I could balance it to say that, I can in the background have movement speed be less common, right? You only get movement speed upgrades every 20% or something like 20% of the time. Like it's difficult because then you have to balance that as well, right? And I'll have to change my UI. Now, we can also do a combination of all these things, right? We can make all of them a combo. We could even have temporary power-ups, right? We could say that increasing movement speed doesn't actually... Yeah, we can make this completely something different, right? You can make it like... just a power-up that you can get in the level randomly. And then you go faster. But it doesn't... It only lasts a little bit. And then obviously it goes away. Okay, but let's fix a few things. So in the progression manager for the enemies, I noticed that they weren't getting stronger. And I think I know why. Let's take this thing out of debug mode again. So our updates, this thing, these booleans, we are not resetting them. So we should reset them as well every wave. So update 1 is false. And then we just do that for update 2 and 3. So that's the first thing. And then what I want to have happen is for the health of the characters that are not currently active to go back to max. At the start or while they're waiting, right? Okay, so I think we might be able to do that in Player Manager. So let's go see. We have the stats so we can affect them. We also know who is selected. Right? Yeah, so here we select some character and then we apply the stats to the character that was selected. Now, actually, do we need to do it like that? Player in movements, set movement stats. Might not have to do it like this necessarily. What if so what we could do, let's try this. So what we can do is we can do, let's say, ranger stats dot character health and just set that equal to ranger stats dot character max health. So basically, if we select the knight, the ranger health goes back to max health. I think that works actually. And we can just do the same for the wizard. Right. I think this is all I really need, right? And then we do that, and we do that. But then in this one, it's the wizard and the knight. So not the ranger. And this one is the ranger and the knight. So if you select the wizard, you update the health, the other two to the max health, etc. That should work. Yeah, you're describing some complicated concepts here. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I think you can remove the full AI. I'm assuming you mean UI. Yeah. And make the damage random events, like killing a random lizard or frogs in the random time, and control the probability of getting the skill. Yeah. So I could do that, or I could still have... So yeah, you could do it multiple ways. You could still do level up. So what I could do is you level up when you kill something. That's always the case, right? You always increase in level. But then you only get to change certain stats. And that's random. That could be fine. Well, not random entirely, but it's random with weight. It's weighted, right? So it's sort of random, but there's a higher chance that you get damage increases, for instance, than speed increases or something like that, right? You could even do it... You could even do it in a way that, let's say, if you want more movement speed, you have to decrease your health. Or something like that, right? So plus movement but minus health, for instance, right? So you could do something like that as well. Let's see if this works. So let's see if the health resets to whatever the maximum health is on the selection. And I also, maybe I should think about... let's go to the scriptable objects quickly for my characters and just see what I have done here. So character max health at wave start is 390 currently. I should set that to something. Okay, let's go to the scriptable object actually. The scriptable object. Okay. So on this, I should also have the character max health equals to the start character health. That's just in the beginning, and then we can update that obviously as we go. So I think if I just do that, that should fix some things as well. So now I can go to the various scriptable objects. For the knight can have 500 HP, that's fine. The ranger should have like 200, and the wizard like 350. Something like that. Okay, now if we play the game, we should see max health and current health is the same. Max health, current health, max health, current health. Oh, that's cool. Okay, then we can go and take the ranger, for instance. Okay, like a slow ranger. I should also make the indicator for where you are attacking, because I feel like this feels kind of bad. Like I can't really aim well. I'm looking at my mouse pointer, and it's not great. But yeah, there's probably going to be a million other things that I still have to change. I should also change the amount of XP you get for killing certain enemies. What the hell? Well, I should actually get more XP, potentially, if I kill stronger enemies also. That could also be a thing. So as the enemies become stronger, they give more XP as well. Oh jeez, I'm stuck. And I should definitely add UI so I can see how much damage I'm doing. How much health I have. And like what level I'm at. Right, because maybe you want to know if you should continue taking the risk. Okay, so let's see. My ranger is kind of beat up right now. So my current health 91. That's not good. Let's give it attack speed, because we want faster attack speed for the ranger. And we take the chicken for a spin, right? There was still a bomb on its way. Okay, so the chicken, all these guys should be nice and weak now. So since I'm here, let's just get rid of this totem now. Okay, totem destroyed. Let's clean up the frogs. Stop kiting me. Okay, let's see. They should get stronger at a minute, right? All the new ones, not the old ones. This guy should do 2 damage. They do 7 damage, the bombers. Oh yeah, he does 2 damage. Still kill them pretty straight. Okay, no, that one. Yeah, they need more. Okay, cool. Yeah, get rid of that. Let's just get rid of the rest of these frogs. And again, they did the -1 thing. I don't understand that. Okay, but anyway. So we have 12 skill points. The current health of the ranger is back to 200. Fantastic. Yes, like it. I actually almost died. Okay, so let's take some movement speed for this guy. And let's spend 20 points for, or 2 points for increasing the max health. Okay. So they're both level 4, actually. So let's take the ranger for a spin again. So this ranger should be way better now, right? Yeah, ranger feels a bit better because the attack speed is better. Okay, let's just get rid of this totem. Okay, and the damage was reset that these guys do. Come on. That guy chucked that bomb. He threw it across the map. I definitely should do something about the wave spawner as well. There should be higher numbers of enemies coming at you as the wave spawner. Well, as the waves get stronger, right? Come on, die, die, die. Okay, so what's happening now? I think what happened is that -1 bug that we get with the frogs, it was applied twice, so the game thinks I have a negative amount of enemies. Or there's a frog stuck in one of these buildings. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think they get stuck. They're pretty clever. No, but there's no frogs. Yeah, I can see here there's no. So let's just look at the game manager. Enemy counter. Yep, it's counting. There are -3 frogs. So it can't end because it thinks Yeah. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we should make it so that that doesn't happen. Somehow. Okay, we can do it a dumb way for now. So we can open the enemy counter. It really doesn't make any sense because nothing else does it. It's only the frogs. Yeah, we have the spawned amount and the killed amount. And we add it once. And we subtract. That doesn't make any sense how we get to... So one of these don't work the way they should, I guess. So let's go look at the range bomber enemy. So when we add it at start, so when they spawn in. And then we subtract it when they die. Exactly like the other one, but they just want to not work for some reason. Is there a way that we can run the death function twice, maybe? No, it's only run once. So maybe it's the state machine that's not working as intended. As in it's like mid animation or something, so it doesn't want to switch a state until the animation is done or something. Okay, so let's just do a private boolean is dead, right? And once we run this death function, we just say is dead is true. What did I just do? Is dead equals true. Okay. And let's just do an if here so we can't run it twice or something. So if we are not dead, we can run this effectively, right? So I know we do something similar already over here with the state. We check the state to run the death. But I'm thinking that this state doesn't do what it's supposed to do or something. It's not working the way it's intended, but I'm just going to do it this, and then hopefully it only runs this once, and there's not an edge case where sometimes they do it twice, for instance. Okay, so that should work. I could also, in the enemy counter, I can make a failsafe here, and I could just say if this number becomes less than 0, right, so something went wrong. Now, let's not do that. Or, yeah, let's not do that. Wait, no. Let's do it. If it's less than 0, I want two things to happen. So first of all, just set it to 0, and then do a debug.log and tell me about it, right? The range bomber enemy amount was less than 0. Okay, and we could do the same thing for the simple melee enemy, I guess, just in case, right? So we do this, but we do it like this. Can we do a debug.warning or... I actually don't know. Can we do a debug? Ah, jeez. Debug.error? Log error. Log warning. Okay, cool. So I can do that. So let's make it... I'm just going to make it an error. Just because I really don't like this. And I ignore warnings sometimes. So let's just make it an error proper. Okay, and then we make this one small. Okay, so this should never happen now that I've fixed that other bug. I think I fixed it. I think that is the cause. So this should never really occur, I hope. Okay, let's just put all our semicolons in. Save. Okay, so that should now not be an issue. Okay, let's also just go to the camps and let's make the spawn point a little bit more aggressive with the small enemies, at least. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to change that so it works with code. But anyway. Okay, let's go with the knight. Okay, Mr. Knight. There should be a lot of small enemies spawning in now. Yes. Goody. So I mean, this is good for the knight because he can now farm them. He just needs to be careful of those guys. This totem. Let's get rid of these frogs. Frogs are bad. Okay. Lot of small fries in my vicinity. I think what I should also do. Yeah, this is. There's so many things I want to do. But the other thing is, I want the knight to have armor. So basically, he can't take if he reduces the damage taken by 1 or something. And you could maybe even change the armor value, for instance, you know, when you level up or something like that. Because then he'll be very good against the small enemies, which is kind of what I want. I want him to be, you know, not phased by these small lizards. He must be unfazed. Okay, let's get these guys out of the way. Okay, now they're too strong. I can't kill them. Okay, last frog killed. Nothing went wrong. There's no errors. Okay, cool. So we don't have a lot of health left. But we gained way more levels than we normally do. So I just put them all into... Okay, let's do that. And let's select the wizard. Now the wizard, he's going to have a bad time now. So let's try and clear this as quickly as possible. Yeah, because he's not very good against the small enemies. He's good against the frogs, right? Yeah, it's like this is going to be a big problem for the wizard. Okay, we can use the terrain to our advantage. For instance, if I go and I stand next to this pole and I shoot it with a fireball, it should blow up in my face. Okay, that worked. Let's make a clip. Okay, let's kill these guys. Okay, that's all of them. And we still don't have any errors. That's good. Okay, so the wizard kind of lost some health. The knight's HP only went back to 350 and not to the max health. Why is that? Oh, wait. I think I know. It went up to the wizard's health. Okay, there's a typo somewhere. There is a typo. Okay, so wizard, you need more movement speed. You're too slow. Okay, cool. And let's select the ranger now. You think my... I like the chicken. I used to like the Ranger more, but since the nerf, it's kind of not that good. I mean, I like them all. Yeah, it's like it. Even for the Ranger, if you don't have the attack speed, these guys are kind of annoying. At least I can make a bit of a make some distance. And I can definitely kill a lot of them in a line. Yeah, but let's go get that totem, because these is gonna go very badly for me now. Yeah, so the Ranger kind of needs the speed. So this is the other thing. So you need to go fast, so you can avoid confrontations a little bit better. And she does do wave clear pretty well, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yes, like it. This is actually very difficult now. Come on. Ah, got it. Thank goodness. Okay, this is so scary. They're doing 2 damage. Yeah. Now you can't really do this. I mean, you can, but it's not good because they keep damaging you, and I might die. So let's try and be smart about this. Dodge. Get dodged. Okay, let's get this thing. Wow, I can't hit this damn totem. Ooh, I need to be careful of these frogs. How much HP does this totem have? I think it has 50. Okay, let's just go back. Okay, got it. Yes! Okay. The Robin died! Okay, frogs, chill out. It's like... What? So much for testing. I can't test my own game because I'm so bad at it. I need to buff all my characters to the moon just so I can play my game. Okay. This seems good. It's getting somewhere, right? It's feeling like something. There's progression. The enemies get stronger. You get stronger. You get levels and all that stuff. It's not perfect. It's not balanced, but it's something, right? The systems required are working. I think the next thing I need to do... Well, let's go fix that bug, actually, with the resetting of the character HP, because that's a problem. It was in Player Manager, right? I did it right here at the bottom. Yeah, so Ranger goes to Ranger, Wizard goes to Wizard. Knight goes to Knight, please. Wizard goes to Wizard, and then Ranger goes to Ranger. Knight... No. This is when... Yeah, when the Ranger's selected, it's Knight, Knight, Wizard, Wizard. This is the Wizard, so it's Ranger, Ranger, Knight, Knight. Okay, that was the problem. Okay, cool. Now, I think all of them are right. Okay, so that bug is fixed. Let's go here. I need to end the stream soon. So let's go here. And let's say... Okay, this is now not hard-coded anymore. Progression Manager kind of works. So what we want to do still is have spawn timing change with wave time, right? So longer wave, so basically longer wave, more. Longer wave equals more enemies. So that's the one thing we should do, definitely. We should also maybe have a way of adding more spawn points, perhaps. This is now at later waves, so... Oh, actually we should have a wave counter. add a wave counter. So if you think about it, we obviously know how long a wave is, but we don't actually check the amount of waves we've gone through. So I think we should add a wave counter as well, because that would be useful in doing a couple of things. Like, for instance, if you want to add more spawn points, but we only add, let's say, a third or fourth spawn point on waves 5 or 10 or whatever, right? So that wave counter could be useful. And also at some wave or level, we want to have a boss fight. And we have to figure out how that's going to work, but still, we want to have a boss fight eventually. So we need to keep track of how many waves have passed. What else? We need UI. Okay, this is not going to be in progression and leveling. Okay, so all of that stuff, progression and leveling, yeah, that's fine. We're actually getting into this as well a little bit. But let's add a new thing here to do. And this will be UI stuff. So what we want is specifically we need to see a health bar for character, XP and so experience and level indicator. Could also be a bar or something like that, so you can know how much you've gained. Maybe we should add warnings. Warning pop up when enemies get stronger. I think actually for the enemy progression manager, maybe we should randomize the progression a little. Right, so it's not set times necessarily. It might be a little bit different. Or it might not be set values, or might not be all values, so sometimes they just get more speed, other times they get more HP, stuff like that. Could do something like that as well. So maybe you can have progression happen more frequently. So, and this might just be a thought, so more frequent progression, but not all stats affected. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So you, instead of having progression every minute or every 5 minutes, whatever, you have it every 30 seconds always. But the first couple of progressions might be only one stat. So at random, the small melee enemy gets damage, the other one gets movement speed, something like that, to keep it interesting so that every wave doesn't feel the same, right? So waves don't feel the same. I should also do, and this is now really just part of this. Let's just say waves and levels stuff as well. Systems. Okay, so this is all the system stuff. So what we could do also, maybe I shouldn't delete that just yet. What I'm thinking is we could also make, what am I thinking? So along with the spawn timing, have the ratio of frogs to lizards change. Either per wave or over time. Something like that. Must I check the Discord, what's happening on Discords? Hey, what are you doing here? You're making your own game? Look at this guy. That's pretty cool. You made a light bulb character. That's actually kind of cool. And your first little room for your... Wait, is this Blender as well? Yeah, that's pretty cool, eh? You're talented, eh? Very cool. Okay, I think this is enough brainstorming for now. We can pick this up tomorrow and start working on some of these. I should also, I'm hoping, have the wizard new wizard model. I should have the wizard model tomorrow, so I can add that as well. I also need to still improve this for the buildings. Okay, but that's fine. Save that. And let's just save all of this stuff just in case. Let's save this stuff. Okay, cool. Everything's saved. Then I need to go to my end screen. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me today. I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same game, same person trying to make a game, right? All that good stuff. Let me put on my stream is ending. Oh, you're saying those are some of your previous projects. Well, I mean, they still look good, eh? You can certainly build off of those. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do here? I want to do the ending screen. Okay, ending screen. What are you doing? There we go. Stream is ending. How's that? Yeah, but thanks for joining me. I will let this play while I get myself ready to work. Cheers.